Hey everybody, so it's time for another Enforcers Hall of Fame induction, but before we get to that, I just want to say, if you're not yet a subscriber to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. As long as you're a fan of hockey and a fan of the NHL, there are videos here for you. So definitely hit that subscribe button and follow this channel. Alright, so our inductee today is someone who was brought up in the comments section when I was talking in my video about who's the greatest fighter in NHL history, and as soon as I saw this name I went, wow, how are they not in yet? This guy is one of the most feared players in NHL history, certainly one of the best enforcers in NHL history. Played in the 80s and 90s at the height of enforcers in the NHL, and really had a terrifying presence on the ice. He was an absolute animal, and that man is Dave Brown. Dave Brown played 729 career games in the NHL between 1982 and 1996. He scored 45 goals and 52 assists for 97 points. So obviously he wasn't on the score sheet very much, except for the penalty minute category, where he had 1,789 penalty minutes over the course of his career. Between regular season and postseason, he had 148 career NHL fights, and most fights came in 1985-86 with the Philadelphia Flyers, where he had fought 25 times. He also had 17 points that year, which is tied for the most in a single season in his career. Brown went over the 200 penalty minute mark twice in his career. He went over the 100 penalty minute mark 8 times in his career. He was a regular fighter in the NHL and a very, very tough guy. Someone that nobody wanted to have to fight. He came into the league with the Philadelphia Flyers in 1982 and played with the Flyers from 1982 to 1988. Then in mid-season, he was traded to the Edmonton Oilers and played on the Oilers from 1988 to 1991, became a Stanley Cup champion, and really, really played an important role on those Oilers teams as really being, the tough guy and protecting those players. He went back to Philadelphia in 1991 and played there from 1991 to 1995. That was his second stint with the Flyers, and then I ran out of room, but he played 1 year in 1995-96 with the San Jose Sharks, and only played 37 games for them, I believe, and that was it for Dave Brown as far as a player in the NHL. Dave Brown now works in the Philadelphia Flyers front office, and I believe he has a job in player personnel or scouting or something. I think he's the director of player personnel or something like that. So obviously he's still around the game. He's still a part of the Flyers organization, and he's certainly known as one of the tough. The Flyers as a franchise have a long history of tough guys. Dave Brown is one of those tough guys that are certainly well known in Flyers history and in NHL history. Brown was just an absolute animal on the ice. He did not care who he beat up. He would just absolutely destroy anybody, and he was really, really active physically. His first stint with the Flyers and in Edmonton, his second stint with the Flyers was not as active. He still was willing to fight, but his numbers were much higher earlier on in his career. And as he got older, he got involved in less fights and wasn't as active with the gloves off. But part of that isn't necessarily him not wanting to fight. There's just, at a point, your guy is so intimidating and so feared that guys just don't want to fight him. And he was a guy that people did not want to fight. So he is absolutely deserving to be in this Hall of Fame. And, he probably should have been in sooner. I'm not doing this in any particular order. So you're going to see some more, guys coming in this in these videos that you're like, wow, it took him this long to put them in. But I'm not doing this in any particular order, so you're going to see a lot of classic big name tough guys in this series of videos. But Dave Brown is the guy for today, and just a terrifying presence on the ice in the 80s and 90s in the NHL. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. Check out offthewallhockey.com. All those links are down in the description below. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Anyone you know that likes hockey in the NHL, just tell them about it and get them to subscribe too. Thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.